We love our Morgans, we love our Peace, we talk about them every show, probably every hour. We love our Silver Eagles, whether it's on proof or the burnished, right? We love proof sets, we love mint sets. We love all the brand new 90% or pure silver dollars they're making for special events. But one of the fun parts of doing what I do is the journey, the Great American Coin Hunt, finding all those vintage coins over time that just a lot of people just don't know about. And tonight we're bringing out a particular topic that is eye raiser that most didn't even know was there. Yet affordable today, 150 years later. Let's take a peek. They're called the arrows. And many of you might have heard that term before. And it's not because on the back of our half dollars we have the eagle, and the eagle always has arrows in its talons. Or like the Morgan dollar reverse, etc. It's arrows because in 1853, for the first time in U.S. history, we lowered the silver content on our coins. Ever so slightly, but we did lower them. And by lowering them, the U.S. Mint wanted to make sure the American people knew. What about a great concept there, right? Letting us know, and they put it on the coins. But in 1853, we didn't have fax machines. We didn't have cell phones or computers. Take a picture and send it. There was no nightly news with Walter Cronkite, right? We didn't have any of this. So the only way was what? Through marking and informative information. So they put these double arrows on all of the silver coins in 1853. They were a 5-cent piece, and we didn't have nickel at that time, so they were called half dimes. We have the dime, you're looking at that one right here. There was a quarter, and then there was a half dollar. There were no silver dollars in 1853. Many years we did not have silver dollars in our first century, our first 100 years as a country. But here is the subtle nature of what happened. That half dime, and I know the differences matter, but we used to be 1.34 grams, and now we're 1.25 grams. I said subtle. On the dime, it used to be 2.67 grams. Now it's 2.49 grams. Now that 2.49 is still carried forward through to today. We don't have the half dime anymore. It was replaced by what in the 1860s? Nickel. The first coins made of nickel, the big series, was what? Yeah, then the 5-cent piece, and then they did what? They nicknamed it the nickel because of the metal it was made of. But all the earlier nickels were actually half dimes, same denomination, but they were in silver. It's just a great story, a great part of our U.S. history. And as I referenced, they are outright affordable coins if you know where to look today. Now, we did find both of these coins. Again, they're kind of signature pieces. It's kind of like the 09 VDB Lincoln cent or the 83 no cent nickel, right? Or the 82 O over S Morgan, the first over date. There are certain coins that just have a special place in history. The 64 accented hair Kennedy, right? How about the 55 Bugs Bunny half dollar? Just great coins, great story. Well, back in the 1800s, these were some of the stories, the uniqueness of what we did. Heck, we had a half dime. Did you know that? And by the way, did you know how we changed it? Now, these arrows were on coins for 3 years. They were 1853, 54, and 55. So the arrows years are those 3 years. They just did it to let people know so that way they could, in their minds, understand the slight difference. All of our coins are 1853 as the graphic references. Now, if you look at how many coins were made, compared to what we make today, it's like a blip. And it's why many of you that have journeyed to the Great American Coin Hunt at local shows or national shows, which are a lot of fun, finding an arrow, kind of like a needle in a haystack. I don't care what the condition, right? And here's the other thing to remember. Out with the old, in with the new, right? In this particular case, the new was a slightly less silver content. So if you were going to save a coin, would you save an 1852 or would you save the 1853? I'm just asking. If you're holding on to it for weight, you're going to hold on to the 1852. It's slightly heavier, which means you have a little bit more silver there. So it means also these coins, when they first came out, were circulated heavily because it was just logical to do so. Competition, $95 on the half dime and $69 on the dime. Now, the prices I'm quoting are for the arrows type. They didn't have 53s. 53s are a little bit more special. The first year it happened. We remember our bookends, right? First of something, last of something. It's kind of like rookie cards or first comic books. You know, Spider-Man #1, pretty significant versus they still make Spider-Man today. Well, an arrow, which has never been done before in U.S. history, adds a whole different level to just the concept of how we did coins back in our first 3/4 of a century. The U.S. Mint opened in 1793, and we're looking at 1853, 60 years in. And we're doing things like this to keep the American public informed about what's going on. Guys, I'm down to my last couple, which put that 30-second clock up. The your choice means you do not have to buy both. If you just want to have an arrows in your collection, and you want the most affordable arrows, that's going to be the dime. If you want the most unique arrows, well, the half dime, the denomination that doesn't even exist today, is a thought too. But they're both affordable. $39.49, dime to half dime, great stuff. All of ours again are 1853s, even though I did reference the price comparison I'm using is for the arrows type. It'll be one of those years, not us. We're giving you the best coin, and our prices are still significantly lower. God, I love this old stuff. This is coin collecting.